coming up on a double header here this evening as they took on Tempo Storm first. Now switching on over to vVv Gaming. First map is going to be Cache, and then we will be heading on over to Inferno once again to test out Cloud9 on that map there, which will be our second one for the evening. So vVv starting off over on this CT side. Cloud9 will have the T side start here, and we're heading right into it here, Dust.
Yep, pissing around with C9 starting on T side, as you said, as they look to gear up for some type of A main attack right off the bat. So just a really strong A hit. Shroud going to go to his standard position here in the Squeaky Hall. You'll see them probably play that almost every single round on T side unless they're doing some kind of B hit. And he will kick open the door, some smokes go out, and here comes C9 storming the A bomb site.
Got all five running through the main here. Freakazoid did get one, but vVv responding with a couple. Sav picking up three with his USP. Nothing finally shuts down Fade there, but still, regardless, that is a 2 versus 2 here as Jay is playing over towards Highway. Nothing was able to pick up a couple with his Glock there, so now it is a 1 versus 2 for Jay as he's sitting over towards Highway, and nades are going to come across, but that bomb has made itself planted onto the site. As you can see, nothing is playing over towards this main side here, and he'll come out, land that last shot onto Jay. I believe that's actually a 4K on the round for nothing there, so big pistol up 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, Cloud9 is going for a really heavy A hit right off the bat. No prodding around anywhere else on the map, and just went for it and won the exchanges in the end and got the bomb down and secured the round. So they're up 1-0. And actually, vVv not using Funshine tonight, so my producer lied to me, and I'm pretty upset about it, as they are still using Sav, who has been kind of a stand-in for them here and there throughout the last few games I've seen vVv play. And they have Skylar, or Relics, as well, in for the team. I'm not sure if he's a permanent member or also a stand-in, so a little bit of a shaky roster here for vVv recently, unfortunately.
Freakazoid starting off this round, got a nade off onto Fade to finish him off, so that'll be a one-player advantage. Of course, vVv not in a strong economic situation here, as expected, losing that pistol, so Cloud9 certainly in good position here. Shroud's already been knocked down to just a couple of health, and Relics is actually kind of caught out here, and he'll get taken out by Sean Garris as he was quite hurt himself, but that's a two-player advantage now for Cloud9, looking like they want to come in towards this B site here.
Yep, I mean, the B-bomb site's pretty much completely open. No one trying to rotate here from lower, but he's smoked off. There's a pretty good gap he can actually peek through. Spot him crossing into the site, and he will get some shots off, but also takes a lot of damage in the process. Meanwhile, Jay flanking through Vince has found two. No one with the kill, and oh no, Cloud9 may succumb to the eco, and that would be very devastating for them. But they do still have the bomb inside the site. They still will get a plant, and Shroud actually trying to flank through Vince, but Jay's going to catch on to it. Now Skadoodle all alone in a 1v2.
Skadoodle is on this site here, wants to push in towards the CT side, does take down no one. Now we're looking at a 1 versus 1 with 25 seconds here. Skadoodle is going to
really smart play here from Skadoodle.
Yeah, getting it over towards this A site here. Should be able to get the bomb down with just about 10 seconds left on the clock here. So we're going to be knocked down to a 1 versus 1 between Skadoodle and Jay, though Jay is quite hurt here. Does have head armor with him, but he only has 34 health, and that's going to be the problem for him right here, but it will only take one shot from Jay as he's starting to make his way up Highway now. Skadoodle playing in towards his A-main, does get the shots off onto him, playing a great position there. Good round from Skadoodle, saving Cloud9 there, making it 2-0.
And that's one of the greatest things about picking up Skadoodle, on top of him just being the best operator in North America, is just his clutching ability and his decision-making. And he just took a situation that was really tough and turned it into his best opportunity to win, which was making sure he engaged in a 1v1, rather than just sitting in the site and letting two people pinch on him for a while. He just, chose an option and just pushed it and, ensured that he would get a 1v1, basically, was able to win that and then make the big trek over to the A-bomb site, knowing he would beat his opponent there and get the bomb down for sure. And so basically ensuring at least he gets a plant and he gets a 1v1 that's, somewhat favorable. So, I mean, that was just, really smart play there from Skadoodle in the end. Great clutch.
We are up at 2-0 now. Freakazoid starting off this round, picking up 2 with his AK, and of course, vVv still in the tough spot there with the economy as Fade gets taken out by Shroud as he was boosted up into mid, so it's going to make it a 5-on-2 here. Jay gets taken out in mid as well. Should be an easy Cloud9 round win here, and vVv at least had a solid eco there on the last round, but we're back down to a 3-0 here lead for Cloud9. Should be seeing our first gun round here.
Yep, AKs across the board here for C9. I'm sure they won't like upgrade to an op for no reason. They'll just keep the 5 AKs that they have, and they have a lot of different routes they like to take on cash, a lot of different options. You'll see situations like just their most default with Sean kind of playing outside B, Shroud, like I said, playing that squeaky door, and then the other 3 will just kind of travel in a pack and look for picks in A main or just something like that. And you also do see Cloud9 favor doing some mid control strats as well, trying to get Freakazoid and Shroud out mid. And then from there, maybe running some type of mid to B split or mid to A split. So they just try to capture map control at mid and then kind of work their options from there in many cases. And you'll, of course, see Skadoodle boosted at times with the op on the typical boost spot, or even the white truck and T-spawn. He'll look for picks from there as well, boosted with the player. And I guess like the main trend, though, are like what we've seen with Cloud9 on cash recently is their initial executions are usually quite good. Like, I mean, obviously there's instances where it fails, but generally their executions are quite good, and their T sides are also quite good. Usually, like I said, good for 6 rounds at least on the T side of this map. I hardly ever see them get less than 5, so they definitely can convert rounds. But there are definitely instances where once they get a site and they have kind of a either equal man situation or whatnot, sometimes their communication, whenever it seems to break down, people are watching the same thing. They leave a gap open for CTs to push them, and that no one's watching, and they can start to crumble. And that seems to be kind of their kryptonite, is just like a breakdown once like the chaos starts happening in the mid round. So we'll see if they can, you know, avoid that and have a good T side here.
Certainly something to look out for Cloud9. And in case you guys are wondering what's going on, we just have a little bit of a pause here, as I believe Freakazoid
First
had
one of the
a
night.
little, yeah, he had a little, little lag out here or something. So yeah, first pause of the night, of course. And we will be, I'm assuming he'll get back in here quite quickly, so we'll just kind of keep rolling with it here, as we will be seeing our first gun round coming up. Once Freakazoid gets back in, we'll be able to continue to roll on with the shindig here. So we never really got to talk any sort of predictions or anything here either. Dust, you know, what are you thinking for our 2-map series here between these guys?
I would say it should be like an easy 2-0 for Cloud9. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I think Tempo Stormwoods are a tougher opponent tonight between the two teams, and they were to 2-0 that series. And I think the maps for Cloud9, I would have said, you know, earlier that Inferno could be like a potential situation where Cloud9 could take an upset on. I mean, they did so against Luminosity Gaming in a really big way like a couple of weeks ago, where they were only able to get 3 CT rounds in the first half of that game. That game, they looked at least a bit more sure of themselves on how they wanted to play it. I'm not sure how successful their setup would be against like another Tier 1 NA team or like a big international team. That setup has yet to be tested against that type of competition, so I don't know how I quite feel about what they were doing there, but regardless, it looked well enough to get them through some of these NA teams they're playing tonight. And so with that said, I think that they'll get CT side first again on Inferno, and I think that they could definitely be successful there, especially against a team like vVv that their roster doesn't seem quite stable. I mean, Jay, Fade, and No One are all here, but typically they have other players like Funshine and stuff playing, but they've had to use Sav quite often as a stand-in, and he also plays for a separate team for the ESCA League, I think. And then, like I said, I'm not really sure where Relic sits in all of this, if he's just standing in or if he joined this team permanently, but it's one of those situations where you have a kind of an unstable roster taking on a really established 5, or at least they're established now. Of course, it's still a new team for them, too, to a degree. But yeah, I think this should be a 2-0 for Cloud9. I don't see why not.
Yeah, that was the thing we were really questioning. You kind of alluded to that all night, was how was Cloud9 going to do on Inferno? And that was the big thing. But they, I mean, as far as the Tempo Storm game went, absolutely stomped Inferno, 16-2. So they've definitely been looking good tonight. And you said that, you know, Tempo was definitely going to be more of the challenge for them tonight. So as long as, I think, you know, as long as Cloud9 has a solid cash game here, there should be no reason why they lose Inferno. I mean, they were certainly looking good, at least for our purposes this evening.
Right.
You know, with the teams they were playing, they were looking solid. So no reason to believe why they shouldn't win 2-0 here.
Like I said, unless they go back to their ways of struggling on the CT side, I think they should be fine. Like I said, their T sides are usually pretty good. Like I said, usually good for at least 6 rounds on this map, if not more. And they're already off to a 3-0 start. So, I mean, if that holds gun rounds wise, then they could maybe even get up to like 8 or so. So, yeah, like I said, I foresee this being a pretty good 2-0 opportunity here.
Certainly, as we are still just waiting for Freakazoid. That's who it was, Freakazoid, to get back in here, and we'll be starting soon. We don't want to really cut it to a break here, and we're hopeful he'll get himself back in.
I
So we're gonna
summoned
banter.
Joey to the banter ring.
Joey, where you at?
I summoned my trap card.
Oh, yeah, I swear.
I'm here.
Okay, I'm done.
I tried to go above and beyond on this Cloud9 drawing, and it has kind of failed.
Oh,
Can you like
my.
watch me draw? Because I could beat you.
No, it doesn't work when we're both in GoTV.
Oh man.
I mean, you
feel like
think
I got
that,
it.
but like you probably
I
can't.
feel really confident that I could destroy you on a Cloud9 logo.
Yeah, this one wasn't very good.
Here, hold on a second. I'll show you why.
Oh,
Maybe
geez.
screenshot it or something. I don't know.
I'll bring that up on stream for comparison. Oh my. I'm a little bit afraid. Is he actually good at drawing, or is this just gonna be terrible?
It's pretty hard to draw using the minimap tools.
With a mouse.
I'm not gonna lie. Oh, the American flag is right there.
Can you
for
like
my
throw it
drawing
on cam for a
pleasure.
second? Can you throw it on cam for a second?
No,
Come on, I gotta show you this.
I can't. Do
Oh
that.
my.
Let me
You
know.
did it that quick?
No, just throw it to the webcams really fast. Let me know when you did. I gotta show you how much of a fanboy I am, right? Because everyone accuses me of being a fanboy.
All right, we're going to cameras,
Are you ready?
guys. Don't be
Let me
doing
know.
anything obscene.
No,
I don't know what
no.
it's going to show us, guys. I hope this isn't putting my career on the line.
It
No.
may or may
All right,
not
you're on
rhyme
camera.
with Venus. Okay. Anyway, boom. Super Cloud9 fanboy.
Oh my
right
gosh,
there.
you're wearing Cloud9
Look at
wristband.
Actually, I wasn't wearing them. I got up to go take them out of my
Yeah,
dresser
you
and put them on.
Nice
Swear.
try. You were
Lord.
wearing them.
Yeah, I wear them everywhere in the shower. Just everywhere all the time.
All right, that's a pretty good American flag if I've ever seen one. That's all I'm gonna say. Why? I
I'm
can't
not
draw. I
understanding.
need a dark color. I need like brown or black in the color palette. Please.
Hang on, I need
Volvo,
to.
please. Like, forget hitbox issues and other things.
I don't
that
care
we
about
would like
ladder
to see.
hitboxes
Yeah, he
or
doesn't
jumping
care about that.
hitboxes.
No,
or
he just
movement or
cares
jumping
about
accuracy,
being
like,
able to
I need some more
put
colors.
more colors. Yep, understandable.
Oh,
Are
look
people
at that!
gonna know?
I see it.
You seeing it, Gecks?
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now. That's beautiful.
Their Cloud9 logo's not that bad, except for the fact that you can't erase, so you can't. Like,
Yeah.
fix
Also,
that
erasing would
online.
be a great tool.
Nah.
I tried to
get that
go.
on the
I tried to
line.
go 3D with the Cloud9 logo,
No, see, here's the thing.
and
like,
it made it a
so-
lot
okay, no, wait, wait.
harder.
So someone in chat asked if Gecks in his mom's basement. Okay, so first
Oh,
of all,
gosh.
that's hilarious
Here
because
we go.
no, he's
Sorry,
actually
Gecks.
in jail with Forrest casting. But it's secondly funny because that's exactly where he is.
All right, not just mom and dad's basement.
Nice to know you're from a stable family. I would just like to know, Gecks, how is living the dream?
Oh, the dream. It's living the dream, man. I have mom bringing beer. No, but she's she keeps me in line. You guys got to meet her the one night. Over
We
on
did.
the,
Stream didn't quite get
yeah.
to. I saved your career.
Unfortunately, yeah, really. I probably would have had to have left out of embarrassment if that whole scenario got on cam or on the cast. But you guys got to meet her. She liked you. Well, she said hi anyway. I don't think she actually met you, but I am living in a parent's basement for the summer. Well, this is where I cast from, so I can yell late at night. It's awesome. I can cast.
Yo,
late
the
at
basement
night
life
and
is where
yell.
it's at.
It is.
sure.
It's
It
the
is.
best place. It's nice and cool down here. I don't have to get sweaty while I'm casting like nerds.
I'm on the second story in
Bloody Moretti
Florida.
style?
Like, it is hot. I'm like a
Yeah, I'm
NASCAR
also in
driver.
Florida
now.
I lose like 5 pounds a cast. Like, it's rough. I
Nice.
got a bulk before I show up.
Nice.
I'm on that
Very,
Freakazoid
very
regiment.
Nice. Nice. As Freakazoid did just jump back into the server, so hopefully.
did he?
So you're telling me
we
he's
can
going to
just,
ruin this drawing?
Yes.
Yeah, it was looking so beautiful too.
It doesn't go away, right? You just tap control. and
Yeah, that's
it'll come
true. It
back.
doesn't actually go away.
Oh, there
Yeah.
we go.
But,
Hey!
you know, I got to go away now, so take it away, guys.
Yeah, go back to your room.
Gaming
Yeah.
versus Cloud9. Game 1. Cash.
Thank
In a world where
Helium.
can you do that? Can you do that trailer?
In a
thing?
world. I don't know what
That's
else
all
they
you
say for
have.
that.
You've got
In a
nothing
world
else. I
where
am
vVv
disappointed.
Gaming plays Cloud9.
I like it.
We have relics moving in towards that B site. All right, I'm gonna.
You're done, dude. You could if you could have kept it up the whole round, you'd be a legend.
All right, here comes Shroud. He finds Sav through the squeaky door, and that's a great way to start things off here. Dust, what do you think?
Well, I don't know if I can quite stack up to your voice capabilities, but that was quite the entry pick there onto Sav for Cloud9 as they look to be gearing up for that A-split. Shroud playing his classic squeaky door position as we do see Cloud9 storming in for the A-split with a late mid control.
We'll see what Cloud9 can do on this round here, and they have dropped that bomb in towards A main. Free's gonna find Shroud. Freakazoid responding with a frag on a Shroud as well. So we're looking at a 3 versus 4 situation here as Relic starts to rotate around towards that truck side. And nothing's going to be sitting over at Forklift as well, searching for no one there. He's going to find him. Sean Garris picking up onto one as well, onto Relics. So it's going to be all Jay here in a 1 versus 4. Does find Sean Garris there in the bomb site, but the bomb is going to go down on that ace. Trying to find nothing as well. Does get that with his M4, so now he's evened it up at a 1 versus 2. Let's see what Jay can do with it. He's got to find Freakazoid and Skadoodle and the bomb defusal, but he wants nothing to do with it. So that's going to be it's gonna be a Cloud9 win.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be a Cloud9 win, real for sure, man. Yeah, Meatwad showed up for this cast.
You're both fired.
We
barely are fired. All right, so Joey's casted by himself. Good night, boys. We had a great one.
Yeah, I'd love to see. Oh, never mind. Well, anyway, my thing died for a second, so that's a Cloud9 win there. That's now what, 4-0 for Cloud9 right now, Dust, and things looking solid for him here so far. So see if vVv can get themselves back on the board here. Looks like Jay, well, he managed to squeak out of there with that M4 at least, right? And it's going to be some 5-7s for the rest of the squad here, vVv. Are you alive, Dust?
Yeah, I was just trying to awkwardly, let's keep it going. But no, this is a safe round for vVv for the most part, except for that 1 M4 they did save on Jay from the last round. So this does, of course, lighten up the armor, so to speak, of vVv to defend with here as Cloud9 just kind of working picks right now. Scoodle's going to find that pick in A main. Shroud, once again, that squeaky door position, its trademark spot. Rivals Roka for ownership of the name of that room, in the NA scene at least. He does have the Shroud spot right outside Squeaky Door, though, from the CT side. A little corner up there.
Waiting
Some cool
for my
history
day.
there.
Waiting for my day where I get a spot named after me. Maybe.
Well, you have to do something, like, relevant on the spot, and then you get it named after you. Like, Shroud's
maybe one
big
day.
thing was... I'll talk about after this round how Shroud got that spot name, if you're curious.
To be continued. But here comes Cloud9. They are looking in towards this A side here. Skadoodle actually does find Sav over there towards quad, so that'll be another player out of the field here, and it is a 5 versus 2 at the moment for Cloud9 here, so things looking very nice for them right now. Relics gets taken out as well, and it's all left up to Jay in a 1 versus however many there. So Skadoodle, I think Freakazoid may have lagged out again.
It wasn't him initially, it was Freakazoid, so I'm not sure.
Or did I say?
Oh.
I don't know what I said. Freakazoid, I think, lagged out, though.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like Cloud9's pausing again. I think that's why one of his teammates blew his head off there towards the end of that round. So
maybe so.
Yeah, 5-0 anyway for
In-game,
Cloud9.
by the way, not actually.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. But yeah, 5-0 start for Cloud9 looking really good right here. Unfortunately, Freakazoid having some issues, so hopefully either he can get it fixed or they can get in a replacement. Maybe Stunna comes to the rescue here for Cloud9. He actually did play a match on Mirage against Luminosity for ESEA, and they won that game when he played. So I mean, he can pull his weight a little bit here in games. So maybe we'll see him come in if Freakazoid can't get things fixed. But yeah, history lesson for you, Gecks. I know you're newer to CS. Is the reason why it's called the Shroud spot in NA is because at the Season 5 CEVO LAN in the grand finals between iBuyPower and Cloud9, it was 15-14 in favor of iBuyPower, and Shroud played that spot, that boosted spot, hid there, and he was able to pop off like 3 kills before being spotted. Because he just played it like really smart and patient. And he actually put it into overtime off that big round, and so that was kind of like a big moment from that spot, and it got named the Shroud spot for at least the NA scene. Like I said, obviously internationally people don't call it the Shroud spot, but
right.
Since we have such a superiority complex about us in North America, we like name spots after our players.
Oh, that's all right. That's,
just like when we use Mustang and Warden on Nuke, and but Nuke's gone, so it doesn't matter anymore.
Rip in pieces, Nuke. But that's good. Thank you for the history lesson there. I was unaware of.
I gotta
this.
put that history master's degree to use somehow, man.
Hey, you know what? As long as you're using it,
I like how Joey actually put the third-person camera on that spot when I was talking about it. Look at this guy, like just a class
the
act
production
producer.
value.
I know, man.
The best cameraman we've ever seen, ever. Oh, and well, we are at the pause here once again, folks. Freakazoid is definitely having some issues here this evening. So Cloud9 is up 5-0 on our first half of our first map of our second best of 2 this evening. Lots of numbers being thrown out there, but Cloud9 certainly looking solid here so far. I believe we've talked as much as we can about this game. Dust, I know you have something to. I know you have
Helium is making the Reddit page again right here. I'm seeing this post about his drawings,
All right,
man. This
we have another color palette issue, and I'm pretty upset.
Okay.
I'm trying to draw Freakazoid, the cartoon character.
Oh, that would be nuts.
I mean,
but
it's happening.
You don't have black?
Yeah, I don't have black for the hair.
Yeah,
so
just do like it'll be an implied whenever you just do a
implied
white
that
outline.
I guess I'll just use pink for the hair. I mean, what else am I gonna do? I'll use dark blue for black. How about that? Dude, there's no good
I need
options,
to go look up
right?
a picture of. Hang on, let's see.
That one, like, pretty Goku. I'm just gonna say that right there.
This is actually a pretty terrible drawing of Freakazoid, the
I
cartoon
mean,
character. You know what you need to do is get up like a picture, like as a second on your second monitor. And,
I mean,
like,
maybe I've already done that, and this is still the result.
Though I think this show was a little before my time. I don't recall watching this one. It says final episode
you
97.
Remember watching Freakazoid, dude?
No, I never watched
wait,
this.
you Googled it to make sure you had that as backup for when we criticize you for not having watched Freakazoid?
I looked it up to see like what Freakazoid actually looked like because I'm sitting here looking at the
is
drawing.
Pretty close.
This is pretty not close. I don't know, chat. What do you think? Is
Oh,
that
that's
like
an
a legit
eyeball.
Freakazoid?
That's an eyeball right there. I'm gonna have to draw hands, and this is gonna be tough.
Oh, people are saying we should play Pictionary with chat. That's actually perfect.
Pictionary with chat.
So you just draw something and they have to guess what it is in chat? I like it. That's next level.
This one's probably really easy because it's so clearly Freakazoid.
Yeah.
So I'll give you guys that one.
All right,
dude,
next.
this is good. I don't even want to hear it.
Yeah, I mean it's all right.
It's solid.
Like,
I mean, if someone showed me that, I'd be like, "Yo, that's not very good, but it is Freakazoid."
Now take the F off on the shirt, and is it still Freakazoid though?
You can't erase. Remember, we were talking about the features we needed.
And start over for these people
Well,
so they can play Pictionary.
Dude,
Jeez,
now
what are you
now I'm
good
on the
for?
spot. I don't even know what to draw right now.
Just come up with something.
B Corner says it looks like a horse. I mean, maybe.
All right, this one's gonna be easy.
All right. It's like a huge delay for us, so me and Gecks can't play.
Yeah.
You can ask us questions though while he draws, and you come up with guesses since we can't guess. Because I would totally win if I could guess. By the way.
Are you the Pictionary legend, or?
I mean, I'm pretty good at.
You haven't heard.
pretty much
You haven't
anything.
heard the tales.
I haven't heard the legend of Dust, the Pictionary god.
All right, what is
Great.
this one?
All right, you're drawing right now.
It's been drawn.
Oh, I can't see it yet. Oh, actually, I still can play because like the chat will see it at the same time I do. Okay. All right, I'm seeing you draw a white line right now.
We're doing
This is a
play-by-play
tribute.
on his
This is a
Batman?
tribute to myself.
Batman.
No,
Wrecked.
this one's pretty easy. Yeah, chat spamming my name. I've made it.
People are wondering who the casters are. Put our names out there. They want to know who we are. Bro. They love us. Actually, they really hate us.
What do you
They
mean?
wanna
It's
flame
on the
us everywhere.
screen. Can people not read?
No, it's not.
It's in the bottom left.
Oh, in the bottom left. Yeah, my bad.
Do I have to add myself to that?
Yeah, I guess. I'm Dust Moret. Of course, Anthem is my co-caster, the guy who did the movie trailer voice, like horribly.
Yeah, it wasn't very
Working
good.
well for like 5
be honest.
seconds, and you just lost it, man. But it's okay. Then I did a pretty
tried.
terrible meat wad afterwards. But yeah.
Where's my prize?
Oh, actually, I mean,
There's
it
no
sounds pretty good
prizes.
in person, but I'm not sure like how it looked. It's an umbrella tied. It's a balloon tied to an umbrella. Oh, so that's how you visualize your own name, Helium?
Haven't you? Look at my Steam icon.
I know, but I didn't. Oh, your Steam avatar is like that.
Oh, did you defriend me? Is that how it's
So
going?
how did you come up with this name? I want to know.
Oh, you want the story, dude?
Yeah, I do.
This is so
Lame?
bad. What I just
Okay.
do?
Wait. But tell the story about Helium umbrella.
So it was just Helium for a while. That one
Okay.
I don't even know why. It
You don't
was
even
just
know
like,
why. Okay.
I needed a handle, and my friends like,
Got you. Okay. Continue.
yeah. So go with Helium. That was that.
Mhm.
And then one day we were doing a theme scrim. You remember back in the day, you'd just join a server and you'd roll out with like 5 buddies. You'd be the Power Rangers, like red, blue, yellow Ranger.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
did the
okay.
theme scrim. So one time the theme was that we had to append a word to our current handle, linking the last 2 letters. So my last 2 letters were U and M, and then I added umbrella to that. So Heli umbrella.
Okay.
My friend
I got you.
Eclipto was Eclip Toenail. That was my personal favorite. Boost was Boost Stealth. Boxcar was Box Carnage. Healing 3 letters.
So that's supposed to be a gut knife. That's pretty.
That was
terrible.
supposed to be a gut knife. It was not very good. Gut knife
It
is
was
good.
pretty
Thank
bad.
you, Radolfsky.
So do you want to hear how I got my name, Desmaret?
Did you take 2 letters off your first name and then pronounce your last name incorrectly?
Yes. It is. That's perfect.
Let's hear it, Gecks.
But you can hear how I got my last name. That's the story. I got adopted, so change my last
Dude,
name.
did they did a
Used to be-
Freakazoid Deadpool crossover? When did that
I'm
happen?
done.
Sorry,
No,
that was a
God.
big tangent.
Yeah.
He's amazed.
But yeah, so
Oh.
there was a story about my last name at least.
Has this started
Through,
yet?
through adoption. Oh.
Yep, through adoption. I had a different last
What do
name
you
for
know?
most of my life, so.
That's pretty wicked.
Mhm.
That's a story for the grandkids.
Yep.
Yeah. I got my name because I really like the game Gecks. Are they unpausing? What? Oh, I saw unpause in the chat. Never mind.
He
Are
did.
pre-fired.
You gotta put a
Yeah.
dot before it.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Well,
I don't know that game.
You never played?
Gex?
Well, Gecks spelled Gex. Then I
Oh.
changed it because I didn't want to have it the exact
You know, that
same.
clever 12-year-old. Oh, I remember
Yeah.
this
Is that
game.
lizard game?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
I
an
remember
ninja
that.
That
lizard?
game,
Like the
that was like my
gecko, or-
favorite game on the N64. That and like GoldenEye, obviously, but you know,
Okay.
that was like one of my favorite games. I liked it more than Mario personally. It was basically Mario with its
Whoa.
no, it was like Mario 64 with like a different twist on it, like this really sarcastic, like witty gecko dude that would just throw out these one-liners like all day. And it was, I don't know, it was cool.
All
I
right.
guess I shouldn't say better than Mario. Are they back in?
No. I just
Oh,
had another
got me
idea.
excited. You
I'm
got me
gonna
excited.
draw a flag of a country,
Oh my
and
god.
then chat is gonna have to guess it, and it's not gonna be easy. It's not starting off
Okay.
easy. Let's just put it that
Okay.
way.
Oh,
Please don't
geez.
draw an American flag. It's even worse.
I hear Americans are pretty ignorant, but I don't think we're that bad. Oh, that looks really familiar. Just can't quite place it.
You could draw it
Yeah.
upside down like House of Cards, you know?
Yeah,
Great
dude.
show.
Revolutionary
It's a great show.
television right there.
No spoilers.
I only
No
watched season
spoilers,
1.
Oh, come on. Season 2's like amazing.
Is it
I still have yet
I'm
to
still
get
on
through
season
3.
1. I'm on
I
season
still have
1.
yet to get through 3.
I just
but it's
started
pretty
like a couple of
intense.
weeks ago.
Oh,
I just got
You're gonna
finished
love
watching
it.
Flash and Arrow finales. Those are pretty awesome. Okay, so the flag's going up right now.
Yeah, this is pretty good. Like, if anyone knows this flag, like, I think they'll probably get it. It's not a CS playing nation, so
Zimbabwe?
no.
Hmm.
Let's see.
I was thinking.
It is none of these things that I've seen thus far. I like the Brazil flag. Oh, I should have actually checked to see if MLG has the flag.
Adidas?
Did you just say Adidas?
Yeah, kind
Did you know that's not how it's pronounced? It's actually pronounced
Adidas.
Adidas. Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
German company, so it makes sense that it would be pronounced that way. But
It seems as though it's like Pakistan.
no one has
or
got this
something.
actually yet. I'll give you guys a hint. Oh, someone just got it. The Alzonian just got it. It is. I don't even want to say
That
it.
dude did what I just did, which was Google green country flags, and then eventually you found it, because I just found it too.
Wait, what?
Oh, I guess this isn't even a. I thought.
Macau.
I mean, I guess it says city in China, but I thought it was an independent thing similar to Hong Kong. Maybe I was wrong. Either way, it has a flag. So maybe I threw you guys off a little bit.
Fair enough, man.
Hey, you know what? I learned something new every day. Look at that.
Yo,
I didn't even
actually,
know of a place.
you guys want a big TIL that's going to blow your brains right now? So,
Okay.
Hellraisers
Yeah, let's go.
and I think Na'Vi and some of the other CIS teams, that stands for the Commonwealth of Independent States, for those of you that do not know this. So, members with people in, like, you know, like Russia, Ukraine. I guess Russia doesn't count, but Ukraine, Belarus, or like any of those countries. They wanted their own flag. They wanted a country flag, even though it's not a country. It's just a group of states. So they replaced the Coco Islands flag in-game, Valve did, so that they could put in the CIS flag. So if you are from the Coco Islands and you play CSGO, you got shafted.
Rip.
How did you find this information?
Yeah, really.
I work for Valve.
Yeah. Well, does anybody actually play CS from the Coco Islands? Like, what's their population?
I would think
don't
not. I don't even know where it
Yeah.
is, to be honest.
I'm gonna look this up. Coco Islands.
Oh my
People
god,
are
it's,
asking for more Pictionary in
it's
chat.
beautiful, though. Alright, I'll get you some more Pictionary.
Oh yeah, this was actually a funny comment that we didn't talk about earlier, but Gone Feral 42 just brought it back up. Not sure if he was the original one, but apparently, like, you are misled son, Gecks. We'll have to tell
It's
Misled
off
later. I
the
don't
southern
think you
tip
knew.
of India.
You know
I
what you
see.
need to do is you need to go up to Misled and just be like, "So I need to tell you something.
Dad.
I'm actually your son."
Hey, Dad.
Dad.
Hey, Dad. He's like, "What? I didn't know I had a kid." And he's like, "Yeah, remember that one time?" No, okay, anyway. Got
I
it.
met him at GXL. He just didn't know it. I didn't have the heart to tell him at GXL.
Alright, I'm gonna try to
Okay.
draw
One of these
something, and it's gonna be tough, and only
We
one
noticed you
person.
happy pine cone. Perfect.
No, I was gonna draw a
Easy.
pine cone with a smiley face on it. You ruined it.
To notice him? Oh,
Yeah,
I did
dude, you
ruin
just
that.
freaking ruined it. I'm
Do
gonna...
it anyway, really fast, just really quick, just like a. You don't have brown, so how you?
I
gonna
know
do
the
it?
color palette is totally weak.
Get wrecked, dude.
Apparently, there's a Great Coco Island, a Little Coco Island, and a Table Island.
Half-Life
All
3
within
confirmed.
the Coco Islands.
Three islands, Half-Life 3 confirmed.
I started
it.
laughing halfway through, and it's not good. It looks like a freaking one of those fireballs from Final Fantasy that blow up before you can kill them, and then you die at early levels. It's really annoying.
Good effort.
Any update, by the way? We got anything, producer guy?
No, I'm not
Just trying to-
producing.
'cause
I'm
I know
drawing.
people- Oh, you're our official artist, dude. Production, what is that?
I think this is an angry pine cone. It's also clashing. Oh, let's
A
see
Bear
what we
King
got
Mines.
here coming down the pipes.
Somebody asks if this is a dude's casting or a podcast. We're making it into
It's
both.
moving into a
apparently
podcast
now,
pretty
yeah.
quickly.
But there's visual elements involved, so first of all,
It's a video podcast.
it's a streamed podcast.
Yeah.
It's a live podcast. I think that is just a thing, right? I don't think we're groundbreaking.
And probably
No,
not.
we are.
Literally have like some drawing going on with
Some
There you go. Yeah,
drawing.
pine cone.
Pretty sure this is the best drawing you've ever seen.
Dang. Can you bring it back up? He wants to screenshot it.
I
didn't
deleted
already clear
the
it. Correct.
pine
Alright.
cone. That wasn't really much of a pine cone.
It's more like a fireball, like you said.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. I started laughing. Like, that's not fair. All right.
Okay.
All right, sorry.
Whoa! Okay, we can't devolve that much, man.
It's the byproduct of stress.
Yeah, no,
Think being live on stream, making a fool of yourself is stress free, boys? Well, it's not.
it's not. It's very stressful.
Very much indeed.
All right, this is good. Again, don't have brown, and this is really troubling. But we're gonna work our way through it. Oh my god, it's gonna be so difficult.
Waiting
I'm
for
surprised
players.
they've paused for this long. I figured they would
Isn't there
just
a limit?
unpause it and do 4v5. Yeah, I thought so. Unless vVv's just not enforcing it. But I think they could if they wanted to.
They're being good guys.
Yep. Stand up citizens.
Yep. Thank you for your contributions.
So at least we pleased one person today, which was Happy Pine Cone. So mission accomplished.
This is
We angered-
excellent.
We may have angered 8,921 other people, but we
Oh my
made Happy
God.
Pine Cone.
Yeah,
happy.
you can't be mad after this drawing. This is just freaking the best drawing I've ever done in my life.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Are we supposed to guess what it is?
It's pretty obvious because it's so damn good.
Well, I mean, is it a duck? A goose?
All right, it is a
Yeah.
bird.
Bird.
It is a bird.
That
Yeah.
neck is so thin.
All right, I know.
Oh man.
Okay, so the neck kind of throws it off. I wanted to
Yeah,
like
it's
make it
pretty
look
bad.
funky. The beak should be the
oh.
giveaway here. Like, what duck has a what duck? What bird? What bird has a
goose?
beak this large?
Pelican?
Pelican.
Yes,
That is
Nay.
a horrible pelican.
you're a horrible pelican.
His
I
head
know.
is huge. In
His
comparison to
neck
his
is
body. Look at that.
insane.
Yeah, okay, the neck was bad. It got away from me a little bit there. But I'm a fan.
Ooh.
It looks possessed though because I can't color
Someone
the
asked
eye
if
in.
It was Dust Barrett. Good call. Good
What?
call, chat. Someone asked if it was me. It was a pretty good call. See, you know what TIL I just had? I didn't know you could draw outside the map overview.
Oh yeah, dude. Sometimes I
I
circle
thought you were
guns.
confined to inside the map.
Like if you're
overview.
casting and you're like, this guy's got a Galil, but he's actually a CT with a FAMAS, I'll like underline it so that people,
Oh, yeah, I have seen that before on games. Now I feel like an idiot.
yeah. Or like if someone doesn't have armor, whether you guys mention it or not, I'll be like, hey, Relics. I can't draw right now for some reason. Relics has armor.
That's just top level production quality.
Sometimes I add some extra production value. We've also got the alerts going on, which I know hopefully some people have been appreciating the new features that we've been trying to add. Whilst not maintaining our servers, apparently. Just kidding. That was actually malicious. Those were some shenanigans earlier for anyone that has been with us somehow if you've tuned into this entire broadcast.
Yeah.
Like I said, we do apologize for delays, folks. Like, unfortunately, it's just kind of out of our control. But we figure we'll try to entertain you guys somehow while we're waiting. We do definitely apologize for it. If you have any questions for us in chat, you can ask those too. Just do like an at our name, like at Dustin Red or at Anthony.
All the
You don't have to
Twitters
follow
are
us on Twitter or
in the
anything,
bottom
but
left.
If you
No,
want
that'd
to, you
be
can.
righteous
But
if you
I just
did.
meant you could type it in chat though, and it like catches our attention because it like sticks out.
I
Someone
can...
said draw CEVO crashing and burning. Can you work on that? I get that one.
Are
all
we
wrong.
allowed to do
Draw
that?
CEVO
Yeah, sure.
crashing and burning.
Just draw it on top. Of
Yeah,
it.
I was just
The
about to
logo's
say,
already
I
at the
can just draw it right here. It's going to be super easy.
Oh man. People are asking what the hell start already. We can't. Like, we as casters have no power over when the game goes back
Yeah.
live, folks. Sorry. Trust me, we're just as frustrated as you are. We would love to cast this game.
If you've
So-
watched the Richard Lewis podcast recently, can kind of... it's not
Which
like we
one?
want to be doing this.
Oh yeah, that one you talked about
Yeah.
delays and stuff. That was a good podcast.
This
Yeah,
is a
I
little
remember that one
different
now.
because it's online, so it's like, can't really say too much about someone's internet crapping out. That's like as best as I can do.
And even on
Yeah.
LAN, it's like not the casters. They just do their best to, because since they're the face of the event, to like try to cool down tension with like filler, which is what we're doing right now. So give us a
Except
break.
much worse.
Someone asked me if
Yeah.
I could have their babies. I don't think men can physically have children. Otherwise, I would
Didn't that,
totally be
like-
down Red Protocol.
Didn't that like happen once though? Didn't like some guy have a child or something? I feel like that was like a thing at some point.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so here's a good question. Someone asked us, like, who was our favorite casters outside of CEVO? And my favorite caster...
Are we sticking to CS?
Yes, I think so.
Why?
At least I'm going to.
I'm not going
oh,
to.
if we can't, can we go outside of CS? Okay, I'll let
Toss
Takram
spot.
re-answer that. I'll let Takram ask that question if we can go outside CS or not. Or if we can do both. Maybe our favorite CS and then our favorite...
Well, I'm going to
in
answer
general.
before he answers, and I'm going to say
Okay.
tasteless.
Okay. My favorite caster, period, would be Apollo. The StarCraft 2 caster.
So we all pick
really like
StarCraft.
Apollo.
Oh yeah, that's
Really, Apollo's really awesome. I like him a lot. And for CS caster, I actually do really like DDK. I think he has a really cool balance of knowledge and play-by-play ability. I think he's one of the most versatile casters
Yeah, he's pretty
as
solid.
far as like play-by-play and knowledge and analysis and things like that.
I like Black DDK a lot.
Oh, okay.
His
That was
dry,
in the question asked in chat.
his dry humor gets me.
What about you? So you already named Gecks. Did you have one?
He said tosspot.
top
okay.
spot. Well, he was one of my favorites if you're talking just outside of CS. And there was also this really guy with this like super deep voice that did Call of Duty 2 casts like way back in the day. I have no idea what his name was, but he was pretty cool because his voice was sick. I have no idea. I don't think he's around anymore.
War
But
Clown?
I couldn't even tell you his name. He had a
Okay.
really deep voice, so COD 2, awesome dude.
Okay.
And then as far as CS goes, I like DDK as well.
I know Van Sil used to cast COD 2 as well. I don't know. Favorite flavor of ice cream? Okay.
Vanilla.
Nothing from Bluebell apparently, because you know they. Actually, I think they fixed that problem. I like cookies and cream.
Not
man.
up to date on that.
Cookies and cream. So what did you say yours was?
Vanilla.
Okay. What about you, Gecks?
Cookie dough, chocolate chip
Okay.
cookie dough.
I mean,
Definitely the best.
Legitimately, I'd rather just eat a roll of cookie dough instead of ice cream. But no, okay, is that just me?
Kind of no. I mean, cookie dough.
It's pretty
What
good.
happens when you get that E. coli though, or whatever?
I mean,
Was Listeria? I don't know. Anyway,
Something like that.
someone asked, I'm at Trump Tower in NYC right now, about to go to the gym. Should
What?
I do upper or lower body? Why are you working out if you're in Trump Tower? You should be like macking on some ladies or
Should be
something.
trying to
son.
find
Like,
Donald
what
Trump.
are you doing right now? But don't skip leg day, man. That's all I can say.
yeah, just go for the legs.
Yeah.
Because you know you skipped it. You gotta make up for it at some point. This could be
Yeah.
the time.
How do we do in school was a question. Well, I just graduated my master's degree 2 weeks ago with a 4.0 GPA. So suck it.
I crushed high school.
Nice.
I had like a 4.4 GPA.
Did we bet on this match? I
High
did
school's
not.
pathetic,
I can't
though.
speak for anyone else.
No, we can't bet on the matches. What are
No,
you
we're
talking
not
about?
allowed.
I mean, I just don't do it in general.
Das ist verboten.
Wait, what?
It's forbidden.
All right,
Sorry.
so some more questions.
No, well, we just answered that question. Kozer says, are we allowed to bet? No.
Nope.
I don't. Yeah, Valve had like a really ambiguous statement they made, like back when all those bans happened with like all the North American players about how like they would rather not have people bet, and ever since then I just took that as like, okay, they don't want me to bet, so I'm not going to. That's pretty much what it boils down to. I cleared out like my CS:GO lounge immediately after that statement got released.
Yeah, they cleared mine out because I forgot about my items. It's a pretty rough day. Smacked my
Ouch.
head against the wall a couple of times. Didn't read the fine print.
Cried a little bit.
Do you like
Maybe not.
pancakes? Yeah, we like pancakes.
You ever
Do
hear
you
that?
like French toast? Yeah, we like French
Yeah.
toast.
Jan
came
Desmet,
over it.
I probably brutalized that. Really wants to like us, but he's European and he's used to DDK and black DDK, so he can't actually like us. It's alright. Good effort.
I mean,
Solid.
obviously, like you have to respect what Anders has done for CS:GO broadcasting in general over the past like 2 or 3 years, but I don't know. For some reason, I just like DDK style.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, all those guys are great, man. Like, there's no bad professional casters in my opinion. They all are good in their own way. It's all about personal
It's
preference
like
a lot of the
it's
time.
like people have opinions, and
Yep.
one person, or everyone's not gonna like one person. So I don't know.
Yep.
It's kinda-
Every professional caster I know, EU or NA, is good at what they do, and it just boils down to whether or not
Guys.
you personally like them or not.
Are we playing games? Maybe?
I think I'll leave you guys to it here, going into round 6.
All
Take
right,
it
cool.
away.
Well, we'll come back to questions later, folks, but hopefully we won't need to because we'd love to get
Yeah.
past these games.
Sometime tonight, maybe. We hope. But anyway, we're into round 6 now. We're back into it. Cloud9 is up 5-0 right now as
Running
vVv.
toy. Okay.
Ooh. All right. Now, are you familiar with him there?
A little
Dust?
bit. I've actually played some matchmaking with Toy in the past, like recently, like just a couple of days ago, actually. He's a pretty cool guy, pretty fun guy to talk to.
We'll see how that impacts Cloud9 moving forward, though. As Freakazoid is now out of the game, so we'll have to see.
He used to play on what is now Mousespaz in the Pro League of ESC ASL. So
Oh, okay.
has some good experience in CS:GO. Played Premier, like a couple past seasons of ESCA. Played in our league as well.
Well, certainly has a bit of experience then, at least, and on a higher level of CS. So, so far this round's been pretty quiet here for Cloud9. They haven't really done too much with it. They do have players moving towards this A main, though. Only 35 seconds left on the round, though, so they'll have to make their move here soon. No one is playing on the backside for vVv towards this truck here. Sav playing quad box, as you can see, but still no push through for Cloud9. They're going to have to move very quickly once they decide to do something here. Skadoodle does find Fade in mid, though, as he finally decided to peek out into that, and that will initiate a push here. They're once again gonna have to move quick. Shroud does find one. No one will take down Toy as well. Relics is gonna pick up on a Sean Garris as well into mid, so it's a 3 versus 3. Bomb goes down just in the nick of time for Cloud9 here.
Yeah, so retaking and try to come in here from vVv. And so far, nothing able to clear out the first one of that. Skadoodle also chiming in with the op from the forklift. So all up to Relics now. 1v2. He's got the op. He knows exactly where Skadoodle is, but Skadoodle not going to peek out. Not going to give him the opportunity. No pun intended. Get it? Opportunity. Yeah, I know. So I guess the pun was intended after all. But hey, we'll get the exit frag there on the nothing. The round is definitely lost, but at least he's able to save the op and do some damage and fall back. But Cloud9 is going to get that 6-0 lead now. And vVv definitely are going to have to, you know, play back from a pretty decent deficit. So we'll see if they can get it together and make this game interesting.
And Cloud9 certainly building up that economy quite nicely as well, as they're sitting with a hefty amount of cash here. As you said, they are up 6-0, so vVv is going to be actually buying up this round. They were a little bit short on the money, but they decided to go through and buy it. Relics up on the op and some rifles coming across for the rest of them.
Yeah, I mean, Cloud9 going into their mid-control setup right now, just trying to get as many players out mid. Freakazoid not here, so nothing will kind of take on that entry role at mid, where normally it would be kind of Freakazoid playing over there towards the hut early on, and they'll also get Shroud and Toy boosted. So just going for this early mid-control. From here, they may leave a couple of players and actually fall back to an A attack and do like a mid-A split with a mid guy left behind for lurking purposes, or you may see them shift to a mid to B attack, and Sean is bringing that bomb in that direction. Scooter was already there, and you see Toy and Shroud getting near the vents while nothing was kind of peeking up highway, but no one will get that frag. Shroud the trade, but it looks like they are going to go that mid to B route now, as they have already made their way into checkers.
Fade's getting set up inside of the site here for this push to happen. Oh yes, Jay's in excellent position as well. Fade's gonna get taken down, but Jay able to pick up on the two. One over at checkers, one inside of the bench, but Sean Garris, who is in sight, able to take care of him and finish him off. So they'll go ahead and put this bomb down here, and we're gonna be looking at a 2 versus 2 as Relics and Sav are both going to try to make their way back into this site here, pinching it in from both ends. Skadoodle does find Relics, though, going to make it quite tough for Sav. They're sitting up in heaven. Skadoodle converts onto that as well, and that is going to make it a 7-0 game for Cloud9.
Yeah, it's a good mid to B attack there from Cloud9, but Jay, I mean, he plays that spot. It's like that behind the box spot is just one of those spots that's like guaranteed to work for you at least once in the game to catch people off guard who don't want to run all the way to the back of checkers and clear that spot out. And so you can catch a pretty good timing when players are starting to come out the vents and they're still busy checking underneath the vent to make sure they're not getting surprised from there, and making sure they're checking for anyone who might have pushed B main that was hiding behind that box at main, or, you know, just clearing out the site in general. And so that spot can be very dangerous, but luckily Cloud9 still, you know, recovers in that 2v2. Now vVv on a save, of course, just some upgraded pistols and armor, and Cloud9 just kind of mopping it up quite easily, as Sean will be that lurker inside mid as the brunt of the attack will go B into an empty bomb site as the 2 remaining players are rotating from A.
They went for the 5-7s this round, vVv did, but to no avail for them, as it is a 2 versus 5. And Sean's going to pick up another one in mid there. I believe that's 3 on the round for him as well. So easy pickings. No one is the last one alive in a 1 versus 5. A hopeless one at that. So maybe just try and get some exit frags on the round here. Take a couple of guns out of the hands maybe, but still that is going to be an 8-0 lead for Cloud9 when this is said and done. And that was not too much he could do about that one. No one there. Tough spot. 8-0 though. Cloud9 coasting here.
Yeah, I mean, they're really not having any issues at all. They seem to be, I mean, all their players besides Toy, the stand-in, is up there in the frag department. They've been able to exercise mid-control whenever they want. Their executions have been pretty good as well. I mean, they're pretty good at getting into these close number situations and then closing them out. I mean, vVv have had some opportunities in some 2v2s and 3v3s, but able to capitalize on them, whereas Cloud9 are doing quite good with that. Skadoodle will actually take his opposite door this time with Shroud next to him in his normal spot, as looking to try to split to this A bomb site, and it will be Skadoodle who actually does catch Skylar trying to rotate here through the high one. He'll get a chance against the balcony player as well and find that also. So already 2 quick entries here for C9 into the A bomb site.
vVv is going to have some trouble here. Sav does take down Sean Garris, getting Shroud, I believe that was, as well, as he's flashed up, but that has evened it out at a 3 versus 3 as he continues to lurk inside of the site here. Can he get another one? He does. Sav has picked up on 3 on this round, but nothing will trade out that frag now, making it a 1 versus 2 as Jay's trying to make his way in from A main here, but Skadoodle is going to get that bomb down. He is playing behind that forklift here. Does take down Skadoodle now, making it a 1 versus 1. And nothing,
only 1 HP.
Yeah, 1 HP. This is going to make it very difficult, but he has traded up for an op here.
It's planted for him.
If he can just get that 1 shot off, he has an opportunity here. And as Dust said, it is planted for him, so very good position here for nothing. Can he do it, though? It's going to be very tough. No, he should be able to get this defused just in time. Gets the frag after the round, but vVv able to at least get the round there, get themselves on the board, but a little bit of a misstep there from nothing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's because he just really thought that guy was going to push out further and check before he stuck the bomb, or if, I mean, from that distance, there's no way you're going to hear the player tap it. So you can't really rely on sound in that situation. So you just have to kind of, you know, I would just check it every 5 seconds because that's how long a defuse takes with the kit. But he kind of waited a bit too long to check that, and so vVv able to stick a defuse there and get their first round off of that, and that was big. But of course, Cloud9 still plenty of bank in this situation. I mean,
yeah,
they've been racking up the dollars for quite some time, in the past 8 rounds, in fact. And so, though it's not as good as you might think on some other players, a lot of rebuying has taken place. Because some of these rounds have gone quite close, so it's not like crazy out of control, but still had plenty to buy in this particular instance.
Relic starts his round off by taking out Sean Garris, and Shroud manages to find Sav, who was well hidden there in by Tractor, picking up on a second one as well, and a no one who was over by Highway, so that will make this a 4v3. Cloud9 with that man advantage, Skadoodle up on the op as you would expect, and a couple of vVv guys in the site. Jay actually able to find Toy, who was over by that forklift as well, so now it's going to be Shroud getting himself into the bomb site from Squeaky, takes out Jay, and now a 1 versus 3 for Relics. And a tough situation he's been put into, and he's not even going to go for this one. It's going to be Cloud9 picking up another one here. They will go up 9-1 once this is said and done here.
Yeah, so Cloud9 not letting that last round get to him, come right back with a pretty solid execution there. After Relics did get that initial pick, they were able to, or excuse me, Relics got the initial pick over on the B side, as you said, against Sean Gares, but after that they were able to shift their focus back to A and mid and get themselves another round here. So, as you said, 9-1, and I mean, to a degree, C9's a little bit suffering because of role-wise, so now they're kind of sticking Nothing, who has been working for them quite often, more into like what Freakazoid will be doing entering-wise, and Toy's just having probably a hard time figuring out where he can step in and help out with C9. This, as they're just you're kind of forced to pug it at this point, or run strats to the 4 players who know it, and then just kind of say, Toy, okay, you just do this while we do this strat. And it, like I said, it has kind of maybe put some players in weird roles that haven't been playing them lately for this team, though, of course, Nothing being an entry fragger for this team in the past before Freakazoid came on board, so it's not as if it's completely unfamiliar territory for him, as they are going to go for the quick mid-control hit again. In fact, almost everyone getting boosted in this particular situation, and vVv going to be pressing Suki door around and trying to flank this, and so they might catch someone in the side, but looks like no, they're just going to kind of start attacking in the highway for C9.
vVv, of course, doesn't really have too much as far as weaponry goes on this round, and Sean Garris starts it off over towards A-Main, takes out no one. Actually, the flank coming through over at A-Main. He was able to pick up on a second before Fade shut him down, but Skadoodle will pick up on a J here. Relics in mid as well, but Cloud9 just shutting it down left and right there. Lost a couple of players in the process, but still come out on top of the round here. We're looking at an 10-1 game.
Yeah, I mean, it's like C9 can do no wrong at this point, even with Toy having a tough time, you know, coming in here mid-match and trying to establish himself and help the team out. Everyone else has definitely picked up the slack of Freakazoid being gone, and they've gone, you know, to quite a big lead, and now they're forcing vVv to, you know, basically save again. So 11-1 is looking fairly likely, as, you know, Skadoodle is going to get boosted for the op pick here mid, while everyone else is shifting over towards the B side of the map for some type of maybe mid to B split, or Toy may just be kind of lurking here, but they're going to push this Wiki Hall again. They may catch Skadoodle on the side if he's not paying attention, but the pistols do take some time to work. Skadoodle has a bit of moment to react there, but not going to be able to land the shot. And with this aggression, this may prompt C9 to be a bit faster on hitting B. Now, especially since Jay is pushing through, he'll get caught. And so C9 is going to start rushing into the B bomb site. It's going to be up to Relics to see how long he can hold this.
It's going to be tough here. He's got a lot of guys coming in. Sean Garris takes care of him easily, so that'll be 4-on-3, though Sav was able to get that off, and he does take down Nothing, who has struggled on a couple of shots in defense there, but he does manage to find that pick nonetheless. So 3 versus 3 with the bomb down on this site here. Shroud finishes off Sav, though, who was the guy that really had the firepower ability over on vVv with that op. Actually, no one goes through, picks up that op, takes down Toy, now a 1 versus 2. He's kind of stuck in checkers right now, so he's going to have to try and at least make a play, but Sean Garris going for a little pistol throw strat and finishes off no one there inside of checkers. So Cloud9 just absolutely cruising on cruise control here, 11-1.
Yeah, it seems like nothing can really stop them. I mean, besides dropping that one round, they've won everything else. Obviously, they had that 8-round winning streak, and now they've won the last 3 in a row as well. vVv able to put together a full buy here, and now Let's see what Cloud9 wants to do. It looks like they may be boosting Skadoodle yet again on that boost spot, looking for op picks at mid. Or they may send him. Actually, they're going to do this strat they do with Shroud and Skadoodle going squeaky together, looking for picks at highway with that op on Skadoodle. Toy kind of holds down A main. Sean will be swinging that bomb back over around as well. Nothing. Maybe looking for some set smokes outside A. So far, no one peeking for Skadoodle, however. Nothing going to clear out the vents. This is actually making them think this could be mid to B, so I like that kind of Molotov. It kind of makes people start shifting their numbers. You can see Fade playing outside the vents in 2B and only 2A, so you can see how that Molotov did have an effect there on vVv's decision-making on personnel positioning.
As vVv does have now, well, they still have their couple of guys inside of the B site. For the most part here, still kind of holding steady, though Cloud9 is going to get ready for this A push coming in just a second. Shroud's already made his way out. Sean Garrett starts off the fight. Shroud getting Sav over back towards that quad box, as well as frags are flying across the site here, as now that bomb is going to go down. It's Relics and Jay both trying to work their way in from the truck side, and that's going to make things difficult. Completely smoked off as they launch nades into the site, but still they've got themselves in a rough position here, kind of deciding whether or not they want to go for it, and they are. But Skadoodle is over in A main with that off in hand, takes out Jay, and now it is all up to Relics, and Toy makes easy work of him as he was boosted up at quad. So 12-1 now, Cloud9. Still just, I mean, it's a clinic once again. It looks like them kind of in that last game against Tempo on Inferno, just cruising.
Yeah, except it's on the T side of Cash this time around.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they're just, like I said, able to do whatever they want. Nothing causing a bit of a rotation there with that Molotov and Vents. It forced those two players playing B to stay there, and it brought the highway player over towards the Vents. And from there, Cloud9 could just walk out A naked. You see them do this sometimes on B on Inferno as well. They just won't use any nades. They'll just kind of walk out until they're spotted. And they were able to kind of capitalize on that game on site that particular round and get in there. Now, once again, vVv second to last round of the half have nothing to work with, and so Cloud9 really good opportunity to get it to 13-1. But so far, it's been equal exchanges due to some aggression from vVv that has paid off. So it's not the easy round that C9 might have hoped for here, as they look to close this thing out in this 3 versus 3.
They started off the round with a good pick over towards the A main as they got aggressive, just trying to do whatever they can, really, to get something going for them. Of course, didn't have too much to work with on this round, though. Shroud does find Sav in mid, but there's Fade to convert at least onto one, or exchange on one, but Shroud is going to be backing up Sean Garris there, so now it is Relics in a 1 versus 2, though. Skadoodle only working with 4 health right now, so he could potentially find a very easy frag there on him. The Shroud sitting in mid over by Vents. A good positioning there, able to take out Relics now, 13-1 for Cloud9.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to see vVv get back into this game at this point. I mean, with 13 rounds, it's going to be crazy, especially on a map like Cash. It's, quite balanced. It's not as if, for example, like back in the day on Nuke, is if you gave up a bunch of rounds on CT start, you still felt you could come back or something like that because of the bias of the map being so one-sided in one team's favor. But in this particular instance on a map like Cash, it's so balanced. When you give up 13 rounds like this from your CT side, yes, it is possible to get a lot of rounds on T side, but I mean, the amount they're going to have to get back in this game is kind of unrealistic in my opinion. So even if they were to close out this last round, they have a good start to do. They have the opening pick. It's going to be rather difficult.
As they're trying for a B push here, Cloud9 is. Fade did deny at least a couple here. Relic's able to get one as well, so maybe a bit of a start here of something for vVv, but nothing almost says no to that. He got a couple with his AK before Relics finished him off, but that is at least vVv getting themselves one more round there, but still it's just a 13-9 game Cloud9 here as we head into the second half, and I think it's just too high of a mountain for vVv to climb up at this point.
Yeah, I
Cloud9's
think so
just
too.
rolling it.
Yeah, Cloud9 that last round there, they did get beat, but it was a pretty cool B execution. You saw them use a lot of Molotovs to clear out the site, smokes on lower CT, so just kind of a really heavy B execution they definitely have in their playbook, and it can be quite effective, but, it was vVv able to kind of avoid those fires and keep their players inside the site, like away from the fire, and be able to put up a really, firm hold and secure the round. So that's at least 2 for them from that side, but yeah. Is it enough? I mean, probably not. I mean, even if vVv can win the pistol and avoid like the huge loss of 16-2 or something like that, it's still a very, very long road for them to be able to fit, 8 rounds in a row after winning pistol and the anti-ecos. So 11 in a row, basically, just to tie this thing up.
It's a long shot for vVv, certainly, but They're going to attempt it at least. They do have an A push incoming here. Shroud found fade through the smoke over at A main. Can he get the second one here? Does find another one inside the site. Takes down Sav. Finally, no one able to trade up with him, but Skadoodle's going to find a couple of heads of his own and nothing, finishing off the round. And that should surely put the nail in the coffin here for this map, as now Cloud9 up 14-2, winning the pistol. Should be easy pickings for these last two.
Yeah, I was actually really hoping I would get to see like what Cloud9's mindset was going into the CT side of Cash as far as like where they were going to put their players, because obviously we noted in their Inferno game or against Tempo Storm they made some changes to where players were playing because we know they've been struggling on their CT side Inferno, and I was wanting to see because the next map that they struggle on CT side is Cash. Inferno's their worst example, but Cash also up there, and I'm already kind of seeing a bit of it. Sean Garris is playing B when he used to play A because Freakazoid would play B, but I'm not sure if that's because Toy's in the game. So if Freakazoid would be here, they would have that same positioning, or if this is a change, Sean playing B instead of the A side. That's like a change going forward or not. Everything else is pretty much the same then.
Yeah, certainly, I mean, regardless of them having to bring Toy into this game, it hasn't really mattered for Cloud9. As you said earlier, they've really stepped it up, and they are just 2 rounds away from taking this first map in our second series of the evening. So already a couple of frags have come through onto vVv. Shroud finding the most recent one there, and Sav, Relics, and no one are going to have to try and work something on this B side here, though. Sean Garris able to find one, gets the second with his FAMAS, now just has one more to find. Nothing is there to assist his teammates, so map point it is for Cloud9 here as they go up 15-2.
Yeah, so at map point here, for the first map on Cash, of course, map 2 is going to be Inferno again. And C9 will get the CT side first on that map as well, the more favorable position. And we already saw that they were able to do quite a good job against Tempo Storm from CT side Inferno, though historically a side that they do struggle with. They've looked good tonight. And so it's looking like that 2-0 prediction we had is certainly, it's definitely still looking pretty safe, so to speak.
Yeah. To say the least, I would say here is vVv certainly almost on their way out, at least for this map, and we'll have an uphill battle on Inferno too, unless they can start to work a little magic against Cloud9, who's seeming to be playing very well this evening, though. No one getting a nice 1v there onto Toy, but Cloud9 just coming back to shred. But it is Fade and up in a 1 versus 2 here against Sean Garris, and nothing as he's going to be over towards Highway here, but he has 2 bodies to deal with. We're out towards his mid side here, and he's already been dinked once by nothing on that exchange, so going to be down to 11 health. And the nade from nothing flying across sight, down picking up on that frag on a fade there. So another 16-2 game Cloud9 manages to find here on our first map, but now we are going to be heading over to Inferno.
Yep, so Inferno will be our last map of the night, folks, as of course tomorrow NA will be off because of Memorial Day, so no NA games tomorrow night, but we will have some European stuff during the day tomorrow. If you want to catch that, it's going to be going live at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and that is in fact going to be Titan taking on NIP to kick that off tomorrow morning. So basically what I'm saying is, folks, is we pretty much cast games every day, Sunday through Thursday, 2 EU best of 2s, like I said, starting around 2 p.m. Eastern time until it's over, and then typically we pick up with the North American games at around 8 p.m. Eastern time for 2 best of 2s as well. So 4 best of 2s a day, 2 from each region, and like I said, you can catch that pretty much every day, Sunday through Thursday, leading up to our LAN, which is July 24th through 26th. So basically, you know, keep your eyes and ears open, follow up, and catch all those great games as we're bringing you that $135,000 season here for the Season 7 Pro League between this new MLG and CEVO partnership that is producing some quite cool stuff for the NA side of things, as well as now incorporating Europe. So definitely appreciate all of your support tonight as well. We know that we've been through some tough times with the delays, but it seems like you guys have enjoyed some of the interaction, and we definitely appreciate your patience on that regard. But I think we will actually take a quick break this time to get set up for the second map.